Jeffrey Epstein, a billionaire, a convicted sex offender, and the central figure in one of the most disturbing scandals of our time. But who was he really? And more importantly, who protected him? Born in Brooklyn in 1953, Epstein rose from a college dropout to a Wall Street money manager. But unlike most financiers, his clients were unnamed. He claimed to manage the wealth of billionaires, yet no one ever verified who they were. And somehow, despite being fired from multiple firms, his fortune only grew. So how did he get rich? And what was he offering that made the world's elite flock to him? In 2005, Florida police began investigating Epstein for the abuse of a 14-year-old girl. That led to dozens of accusers and a federal investigation. But in 2008, Epstein struck a deal, a non-prosecution agreement. He served just 13 months, allowed to leave jail 6 days a week to work from his office. The deal was brokered by Alexander Acosta, who would later become Trump's Secretary of Labor. Why was Epstein protected? What was he holding over their heads? Then came the island, Little St. James, a private estate in the US Virgin Islands, nicknamed by some as Pedophile Island. Surrounded by high walls, guarded by tight security, the island was allegedly used to entertain and abuse young girls, some as young as 12. Victims described a constant flow of rich and powerful men, flown in on Epstein's private jet, known as the Lolita Express. But who were they? Who visited the island? And what proof do we have? Here's where things get chilling. In 2019, after Epstein was arrested again, his private flight logs were leaked. They revealed a list of passengers, some of whom were flown dozens of times. These names appeared: Bill Clinton flew at least 26 times. Prince Andrew, accused of sexual assault by Virginia Giuffre. Bill Gates met with Epstein several times, even after his conviction. Ehud Barak, former Israeli Prime Minister. Alan Dershowitz, Harvard professor and attorney. Les Wexner, billionaire behind Victoria's Secret. Even celebrities like Kevin Spacey, Chris Tucker, Naomi Campbell, and Stephen Hawking were listed. Now, appearing on a flight log doesn't mean guilt, but many of these people have denied any wrongdoing, even as victims tell a different story. What's even stranger, multiple surveillance cameras on Epstein's properties have gone missing. And in 2019, just weeks after his second arrest, Epstein was found dead in his jail cell. Official cause: suicide. But the circumstances raised questions. Both guards fell asleep. Cameras malfunctioned. His cellmate was moved the night before. The autopsy revealed broken bones in his neck, more consistent with strangulation than hanging. Many now believe Epstein didn't kill himself. He was silenced, because dead men tell no tales. Then came Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's partner and alleged recruiter. In 2021, she was convicted of sex trafficking. Yet to this day, no client has ever been charged. Let that sink in. The supplier is in prison, but not one of the buyers. In 2024 and now 2025, the fight to unseal the Epstein files reached Congress. Lawmakers are demanding transparency, but others are trying to shut it down. In the latest attempt, the House blocked an amendment to declassify the files. Mike Johnson and Ro Khanna pushed for their release. Trump allies resisted. Democrats hesitated. Why? What's in those documents? Whose names? Whose secrets? The Department of Justice says there's no list, but whistleblowers and victims say otherwise. The public wants answers, and they deserve them. Jeffrey Epstein's story isn't over. It's being buried, just like the names, just like the truth, until we know who was involved and why Epstein was protected. This isn't a closed case. It's a cover-up. If you want more stories like this, subscribe to The Obscured, because in a world full of shadows, someone needs to shine a light.